Welcome to How to Expat. My name is Ahmed and How to Expat. We help expats relocate. Today I want to give you another quick and dirty video about how things are like here in Medellin, or how life is like after the quarantine ended. That was around 3 days ago. So we have been in quarantine for 6 months, and now we're able to go out without restrictions again, which is great news. Then I'm also going to talk about international flights, which of course is the $1,000,000 question at the moment. So first of all, what did open up again? So especially restaurants opened up again. That's what you can feel when you go outside. People, of course, we don't have pico y cédula anymore, so we can go out whenever we want. So that's great. We already been in a restaurant, so what you have to do there, what's different is that they kind of spaced out the tables a little bit more. And then you have to give them the name, so they have kind of a sheet where they take your name, your temperature, so it kind of a device on your forearm. And that's pretty much the only difference there. I think it's also restricted to, as far as I know, 4 people at one table. So that's kind of the situation there. Some shops are still closed, so let's say the theater or cinema, and they will open up gradually over the next couple of weeks. Also like discotheques and clubs and bars are still closed. What you can also notice if you're outside is that many shops are closed. So that's just the kind of the backlash of what happened during that time now, that many shops have closed, especially restaurants, and you can see that on the street. So not everything is open at the moment, and you have a lot of these to rent signs on different shops. Then like I have here my list, so if I look down, this is where I look. Of course, the most important question is flights. So as far as I've heard, the national flights have been going on without any issues, so that's good. I think there's some regulations or I think they give you some sprays you have to put on your hands and stuff, but at the end of the day it's kind of normal procedure, and it's, as far as I heard, pretty easy to do. Of course, the real question is international flights. So since the last video, I think a lot of people are confused, which is because the rules are very confusing. So as far as I understand it, the law is that you are technically able to have flights inside of Colombia from the outside, like internationally. But of course, there are many entities that have to communicate. So of course, there is kind of the airports in between where the flights would go. Of course, the air companies or the flight companies, so let's say Avianca or Spirit or whoever is going to fly in here, they have their kind of rules that they need to figure out. And then of course the countries inside of them. So and all these communications between all the different entities, it makes it that at the moment there are no flights from the outside to Colombia. Of course, the question is, when will that start? Nobody really knows. So what happened is, a neighbor of ours, a Colombian, wanted to go to the US from here, and she had the flight booked on the 2nd of September, but they now rescheduled it on the 15th of September now. So, and of course, nobody knows if the flight then will go again. And this is what I found out from other people that we've heard, that some flights have been, even though you can book them now, that the flights still won't go. So what happens is, even some people I've heard that they booked flights, and then they ask, or let's say which would go in a couple of days, and they ask the flight company if the flights would go or not, and they couldn't really tell. I think it's a big chaos at the moment. So my suggestion, as I said in the last couple of videos, is just to wait it out, to see when the first flights actually are going, and what exactly people have to go through to be able to come into Colombia. Because one of the things that's most probably going to happen is that you have to show proof of insurance. So other Latin American countries do that too, and that you have to show that you have insurance if something happens, medical, virus type, who knows, that you have to show that you have health insurance. If that's really going to happen, nobody knows. As far as I've seen with the rules and regulations that came in the last couple of months, I think it's very probable that's going to happen, that you have to show proof of health insurance. How exactly that looks like, nobody knows at the moment. That's why my suggestion is just to wait it out and then see what the requirements really are when the first couple of people come in. Then another thing about transports, of course, the public transport just operates on, I think, 35% of the normal occupancy or capacity. So it's not really easy to move around the city, especially at peak times. So usually I now took a taxi, and it was very, very easy to get around, but I took it outside of the rush hour times. So yes, of course, another thing I just want to quickly mention, of course, there is kind of mask. You have to wear the mask everywhere, so not just in public transport or wherever, but you have to wear it wherever you go. So we have to wear these kind of sexy masks everywhere we go now. Yeah, that was pretty much it for a quick and dirty video about how things are going. The next couple of weeks or a couple of days, we'll record some videos outside so you can see what actually is going on. But at the end of the day, it looks kind of just like life is normal. The only real difference is, yeah, that you can see kind of many for rent signs in shops because they closed down. That was pretty much it. Again, we are still asking for donations, so if you're able and willing to help with donations for the kids and people in Santa Marta, the link to that is in the description down below. And if you want to support our channel with the videos we do here, I'm gonna link the Patreon account where you can support our channel in the link in the description down below as well. Maybe about the plans about the videos we're gonna do. Like now we are able to go out again and shoot movies or shoot like these little clips and films we do. So we plan to do more real estate videos in the next couple of days, and we'll go out and show you how Medellin looks like at the moment. I hope this video helped, especially with international flights, which is a little or a lot confusing or very confusing. And yeah, hope this video helped. See you in the next one.